I'm coming at you from my car because I decided to come to Target to get some tulips because I want to paint them today to celebrate the first day of spring. What better way than to paint some tulips? So hopefully they have some. The last time I came here, they had a whole bunch, so hopefully they still do. But I'm going to grab those real quick and then I'll meet you back in the studio.
Bubblegum fights on the third floor. Comedy specials at 8. Fishing rod in the quiet field. And what I caught wouldn't be big enough for you and I and say I did great. And all of these moments they add up to something that feels so big. And all that I'm left with's a dry throat. I lose my head when you call me up and ask if I'm doing okay. Was it easier when I was younger? Did the ones I love seem rosier? Or was it all the trick you played on me?
Welcome back to the studio. My plan was foiled. Tulips were nowhere to be found, but I did find these really pretty daisies, so I'm excited to paint those. And I really actually love daisies, and chamomile are one of my favorite flowers, so they look a lot like daisies, so I actually will be fine with painting with those instead. I do plan to paint some tulips in the near future for spring, but on the first day of spring, a little white flower will be just perfect. Not what I planned, but maybe even better. I actually have been thinking a lot about painting daisies anyway, so maybe it was my destiny. Also, I just got some new gouache paint, and it's white, just like a little tube of white gouache paint, and so this will be perfect to try that out with, so maybe it worked out for the best. But anyway, so the plan for today is paint some flowers, and I also would like to make a little bit of a spring bucket list. So that'll be really fun and get us in the mood for spring. I also brewed a pot of, I think it's strawberry and honeysuckle tea. I haven't ever tried it before, so let's give it a go. Ooh, spilled a little. That is tasty. Taste T-E-A, tasty. Just kidding. Wow, that is some delicious tea. It's a white tea. I have to look at the brand. Somebody gave it to me, one of my friends, and so I actually am not familiar with the brand, and it was loose leaf tea, and so I thought it'd be perfect to try my new teapot. So, and my new teapot is perfect for spring, so the first day of spring was the perfect day to try it out. That is really good. Well, I hope that you'll grab yourself a warm cup of tea, and let's get to painting. That is really good. fun activity for the first day of spring. I need to make that like a tradition, I think, or something. But it was very fun to paint these daisies, and it made me think of the quote from You've Got Mail where Meg Ryan's character says that daisies are the friendliest flower, and I so agree with that. So I was happy to get to paint them, and I wanted to show you my painting. So here's how it turned out. I'm really pleased with it. I think it's very cute and very springy, and I'm just really happy that I got to do that today. And now I was thinking that we could do our bucket list. I thought of 8 things that I would like to do this season. And in the comments, let me know what you want to do this season, or if we have any of the same things in common for what we want to do for spring. But I really love doing this because it kind of helps me prioritize some of the things that, I just might let go by the wayside, or I kind of might forget, or get too busy. But if I make one of these lists, it kind of brings it to the forefront and helps me kind of remember to do my favorite stuff before the season ends. And I know it's not that big of a deal if I don't do them all, but it just helps me kind of like look forward to certain aspects of the season. So I thought of a list of 8 things, and I'm willing to add to it, but I didn't want to make it too long because I didn't want to get overwhelmed. So the first thing on my list is to make strawberry jam. Last spring, I made jam for the first time. I made strawberry jam for the first time because I had a few strawberries that were just about to go bad. They weren't bad yet, but like they were starting to like get really soft. And so I didn't really want to eat them, but I didn't want them to go to waste. And so I thought about making jam, and it turned out so delicious, and it wasn't really that hard to make. I think I made it in less than 30 minutes, and I didn't really make that much, but I just remember it being so delicious. And I just remember like the red color, and I just felt like it was such a springy element. And so I want to make that again. And so okay, that's number 1. And then I want to have a picnic, and so I would like to bring my strawberry jam on my picnic. So I love having a picnic in the springtime. And last year I only had 1 picnic, and I felt that is unacceptable. So this year I'd like to do a lot of outside time. So the third thing is I would like to make or bake a mandarin orange cake. I used to have this cake at this restaurant, and I don't even think they have it anymore. But whenever I was in high school, I used to have it, and it was sort of like a light orange cake, and then the icing was the best part because it had like little pieces of orange in it. And I don't know if that sounds good to you, but it was a very refreshing and like light and just lovely cake. So I don't know, I'd kind of like to try to recreate that. We'll see if I can get to that, or if it even turns out good, but I think that would be fun to try. The next thing is to read outside. I could do that at my picnic, so that could go along with that, or I could just like check off 2 things at one time. But like I said, I want to spend some time outside, and I think reading outside is just like a lovely thing to do in the spring. Sometimes it gets a little too warm in the summer, although when I'm at the beach, that's kind of like all I do. But if I go to the beach in the summer, but I think it's a good time to spend a little time in the sun. And do some reading. And going along with spending more time outside, I'd really like to watercolor outside. I think that would be so fun because a lot of the time when I think about springtime, I think about Beatrix Potter and her painting her watercolors outside. I don't even know the name of this show, but it was like I think I had it on DVD when I was like really little, and it was like Peter Rabbit, or like the Adventures of Peter Rabbit, or something like that. And at the very, very beginning of the movie, Beatrix Potter, like the character Beatrix Potter, was painting outside, and then it starts to rain. But it was just like so lovely, and it just made me think that would be a really great way for me to practice more watercolor and spend some more time outside. And so I'd really like to do that. I kind of started out really strong on my bucket list because one of the things I wanted to do was treat myself to fresh flowers, and I sort of already did that. But I'd like to continue to do that through the season. I don't always treat myself to things, and I don't always treat myself to fresh flowers, but I just love them so much, and they bring me a lot of joy. So I'm really hoping that eventually I will be able to find some tulips to treat myself to, but I want to bring some more flowers inside this year. As you may know, I'm also like a creative hobbyist, so I knit and crochet And I also have been trying to get a little bit more into embroidery. And so I'd like to embroider a little this spring. I'd like to embroider some flowers. I'm not sure exactly what I'll do for my embroidery, but it'd be kind of cute to. I've been wanting to do a pair of overalls, but it's hard to find a pair of overalls that fits well. I think at least I've been having trouble with that. And then, or maybe I'll do like one of these types of shirts or something. Like I'll do like the pocket where the flowers peep out or something like that. That's something I'd really like to practice my embroidery and just have like a little cozy flower embroidery time. The last thing is because my birthday is in April, and so I want to make one of those cakes that has like all the frilly icing on the outside, those like vintage frosting cakes that have like all the like lacy design of frosting all around. I'm gonna try to create my own fancy birthday cake. So I'd love to hear some of your ideas for what you want to do this spring down in the comments. I think that would be good to like either add to my list or just to get some inspiration. So let me know.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that